2 minutes on the different types of pathogen. We need to know that a pathogen is a disease-causing microorganism. 2 marks. Disease-causing microorganism. There are 4 types of pathogens that we need to know about. The viruses, the bacteria, the fungi, and the protists. So we need to know an example of each. We need to know how they are transmitted and what those symptoms might be. So viruses. We can have measles, which you may have caught as a child, which gives you a fever or red rashes, and it's transmitted by droplet infection. That means through the air, coughing, sneezing, breathing in. We've got HIV, which is a virus which damages the immune system, and it means that people die of illnesses that they're not able to fight off because their immune system doesn't work anymore. This is spread sexually or by needles. We also have a plant virus we need to know about, which is tobacco mosaic virus, which discolors leaves. And think about it. What do leaves do? Well, they do photosynthesis. So if they're discolored and they're not green anymore beautifully, then they can't do as much photosynthesis. The plant can't make its own food, and therefore it's in trouble. So there are the viruses: measles, HIV, and tobacco mosaic. We then come on to bacteria. Bacteria we need to know about are Salmonella, which is a food poisoning. This leads to cramps and fever and vomiting, and it is ingested. It means that we get it through food. We then have another bacterial infection called gonorrhea. This is a pretty grim sexually transmitted disease, which was particularly common in the Middle Ages. I think Henry VIII suffered from it. And this is grim. This is a yellow pus which seeps from the vagina and the penis. And it can be prevented by contraception. Obviously, if you don't have body contact with the person you're having sex with, then that means they're not going to pass on the gonorrhea. The one thing to say about these two bacteria that I talked about, Salmonella and gonorrhea, is that they could be treated by antibiotics. They were a saviour. We first discovered penicillin, and antibiotics kill all bacteria. They don't kill viruses, they don't kill fungi, they don't kill protists, but they kill bacteria. And so we can treat those two with antibiotics. Fantastic. We come on to the fungal diseases. We need to know about rose black spot, which is a disease in a plant, and that causes leaves to drop early. And exactly as I said before, if the leaves drop early, they can't photosynthesize. If they can't photosynthesize, the plant can't make its own food. They can be treated by fungicides. Another fungus infection is athlete's foot, which also can be treated by fungicides. And the last is a protist disease, which is one of the biggest diseases there is out there, which is malaria. And malaria is carried by mosquitoes, and it affects your blood and causes illness, fever, and death in people. And that is a protist disease that we need to know about. And as I mentioned, it is carried by mosquitoes. We're out of here.